Zorba Pastor today. We'll hear about his recent trip to meet with the Dalai Lama coming up at 4:45.
But first, we wanted to talk to Zorba about a couple of interesting new medical studies. The first one, cutting back on sugar early in life can lead to long-term healthier hearts.
And another shows that magic number of steps that you should be getting each day to lower your risk of death. Welcome back.
Good to be here.
Hi,
Good
Zorba,
to be
welcome
here.
back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good to be here.
So the sugar thing, you want to cut that out. It's hard because sugar is hiding in most everything.
Totally.
But yeah, when
well,
did you
this
try?
was a study in 1953. Sugar was rationed in the UK, United Kingdom, England, Wales, Scotland, and it was rationed for a 2 to 3 year period. So there's only so much sugar around. Couldn't be put in foods. You couldn't buy it, couldn't get it. So they've looked at these people in 1953. They're now in their 50s, and they compared them to other people who live in England who were not rationed during that time. And they found out that people had a 20 to 30% drop in heart attacks, stroke, and other cardiovascular disease if sugar was limited when they were in the first 1,000 days. In other words, from conception, right, from the time the woman conceived to the time about roughly 1,000 days. In other words, that made a difference. So these were in non-smokers who didn't have heart disease initially. So basically, it's important to limit sugar from the time you are pregnant.
Did it say how much sugar?
No, it
Or
just said there
just
was
cutting
hardly
back
any
on
sugar at all. So I think the answer is cutting back on sugar will make a difference. No, it was rationed, so you couldn't buy sugar. So the reality is,
no sugar.
people, yeah, right. They had a little bit of sugar. I think they had like a couple of teaspoons or tablespoons to put in their tea.
That's
that was
interesting.
About what it was. Yeah, that was interesting.
That's in the British Medical Journal.
That's right. Now, the other study it's interesting is about women and how many steps they need to take to cut out cardiovascular disease by about 20 to 30%. And this is the Nurses' Health Study. For 60,000 women that have been followed over the years, 4,000 steps twice a week seems to be the magic number.
Well, where did we get 10,000 steps?
We got it from Japan because it was a lucky number from the company that first developed the pedometer. So that's it. It was the sales gimmick back in the 50s and in the early 60s. So we've got the number. Don't get me wrong. If you do more steps, you might be better. But 4,000 steps twice a week, getting a total of 8,000 steps a week, seems to be the beginning of the sweet spot. Now, if you go to 6,000, you'll get more. But 4,000 seems to be the right number. I'm all for minimal versus maximal. What do you minimally need to do? Because maximally, those people are already doing it, frankly, right? It's the people who are not doing that want to know, what do I do to make a difference? And it's 4,000 steps twice a week, not even every day.
And that's about a mile and a half, 4,000
It's about a mile and a
steps.
half. So it does make a difference. Now, if you do more, it's going to be better, but that's a good number.
So you don't have to run a marathon, everyone.
No, you don't have to run a marathon. That's exactly right. And a lot of people are put off by that. They're put off by the fact that, oh, I can't do this. I don't feel like I'm athletic or anything. And so it's important to know what you need to do to keep from being frail, to have energy, to begin to do all the things that you want to do in life.
Very good. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race.
You got
everyone.
it. Exactly.
And you're going to stick around. You just returned from quite an adventure in India.
And we'll
You brought
talk
your
about
photo
that.
albums
Yes,
along.
I did.
And we're going to share more about your visit with His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. That's
Sounds
coming
great.
up at about 4:45. So go get a cup of coffee. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, thank you, Zorba. Coming up on Live at 4, the city of Beloit has a new police chief. Who that person is and